Hey everybody, and welcome back to Dragon Ball Z Legacy of Goku 2. In the last part, we got to the point where we were going to go see whether Frieza or not had showed up yet, after getting absolutely manhandled by all the enemies in the game. In this game, there's these capsules down here. Sorry about that long pause there for a second. I was trying to get my thoughts in order here. In this game, there are all the capsules down there, and basically what it allows you to do is you can use those capsules to make people's stats what you want them to be for the most part. Doesn't mean that you could probably dump all of them into a stat of a certain character and get a really good character out of it. But for the most part, it's not necessary. You're not going to need it. What I try to do with them is hold on to them for major boss fights. So then, like, let's say you're Vegeta and you get your ass kicked by Semi-Perfect Cell. Then you can pull it to the side and boost him up before the fight and then see if you still struggle mightily afterwards. Which you shouldn't anyway, especially if you know how to abuse the combat. We need to go see what's going on over here. Come on. I love how they implement the show's music into this game. That's the one thing I absolutely love about this game. Is they make it about as close to the show as they can with the music. It's too bad King Cold gets just totally dumped on in this saga because, you know, when you have a character like him who is there to kind of instill fear of, oh man, it's another Frieza, and you remember how difficult it was for them to defeat Frieza, and now you're talking about his father, you would think that it would be like a couple episodes at least worth of getting to see him fight. Not so much the case. You gotta love how Frieza's mindset is always so one-sided. Like, all Frieza needed to do was blow up Earth. He could have done that from space. He didn't need to come down, but he had to humiliate Goku. Just kind of hilarious, honestly. And we have Trunks on the scene. Yeah, you probably don't want to mess with this guy. He's seen some shit. Now, what I don't understand about the whole Trunks thing is that if he doesn't show up, doesn't Goku defeat Frieza? They never really explained that in the show. Like, oh, well, you know, if Trunks hadn't showed up. Damn, just the comedian. And the dialogue's pretty close to the show, sadly enough. Obviously, they couldn't put a whole episode in, so they just kind of get the good stuff. Also, speaking of the good stuff, my plan is to do some NES games here the next day or two as a side to this playthrough, because I'm not really 100% certain how deep and how fast I want to dive into this game. And there goes Frieza. Lasted just about as long as he does in the show. See, he can appreciate the talent. So basically how it happens in the show, just in case you need a spoiler, is King Cold takes Trunks' sword to quote-unquote admire the craftsmanship, tries to swing on Trunks, gets a hole blasted in his chest, and he dies. And Trunks knows when Goku's going to land, obviously, because he's from the future. Let's go see what our boy knows. Wow. I love Vegeta pulls in way further beyond everybody else. Hey Trunks, what's up, man? Talk to me. Funnily enough, Trunks has barely met any of the Z fighters. Well, he hasn't met Goku before. Just to think, man, that they brought him back in Super, and he even has it even worse after this. I love how Vegeta is so quick to just rule out that Goku could have had another kid. I mean, I'm not saying that he would have, but it's just hilarious how Vegeta's brain doesn't comprehend that. But then again, the thing is that he doesn't know he's from the future, so... Goku's just like, yo, where's Frieza, man? I was ready. He should have kept this outfit for at least one fight. But they friggin' ditched this outfit so fast. Like, he literally, it's so funny too because in the TCG, they made a personality based off this costume. It's just hilarious. Yeah, he just had that tracker on him. Got him. Oh, the showdown. You gotta love how Goku just doesn't care and is ready to go talk to a stranger. "20 years," which means that he is at least 20 years old. And by the way, Piccolo can hear all this. Menbo Island, these are Android 19 and 20. Because he thinks they're going to be Android 17 and 18. Because as it says right there, the creator is Dr.Gero. Well, Dr.Gero is one of the androids that shows up. That's funny that this is one of the few instances, besides the fact that Frieza almost made him pay the price, that letting people go is a bad idea, especially when they're evil. Go use the hyperbolic time chamber, Trunks. Come on, man. That's the most dismal part about his future, is that there is no way to get to Namek that I'm aware of. I don't think they've ever talked about going to Namek, because when Piccolo dies, they don't go and get the Dragon Balls from Namek. Of course, how are they supposed to when, you know, the androids would probably attack any effort of theirs to do so? But you would think that Bulma would know about it, but maybe they just never touched on it. I don't even know if Namek even exists in Trunks' timeline. Because if it does, he could just go get the Dragon Balls, wish everybody back, and stop the androids as a combined team. Because he'd get 3 wishes, so he could bring back Goku and then bring back Vegeta and then wish that they had the power to take on the androids, and I guarantee the Dragon would be able to do that. And even if it was one of those instances where it was only limited to one of them being able to get Wish to be strong enough, you know he'd pick Goku, so. Kind of sad, man, that he doesn't know anything about his parents or anything, besides Bulma. "3 years to train, and you somehow don't get strong enough." I know hindsight's 50-50, but he could have used the hyperbolic time chamber here and let everybody train for a day before the androids, instead of this whole let's spend 3 years just dicking around doing absolutely nothing. Yeah, it kind of baffles the mind they don't do that, because if they did, then they'd actually have no issues whatsoever. I apologize though, guys. Today's going to be a very short episode. Not a lot's going to happen. I kind of have to record this a little bit quicker than I normally do because I have to go to work. However, tomorrow we'll be back to full episodes just the same as they were before. I apologize so much that nothing of importance happened in this episode other than epilogue, or epilogue with dialogue. Promise tomorrow we'll have more action in it. We'll start picking up on the action parts of the game, and at least you guys got a little bit of the story of what's going on. If you needed to slow down the video, I apologize. I've just literally seen the story about 1,000 times. I shouldn't assume that you have, but if you need to read the dialogue, you should take the time to do it. I'm having a rough go. I'm like hiccuping, yawning, the whole 9 yards over here. I'm just full of gas, I guess, but... On that note, thank you guys so much for watching. I apologize. Look for a different style of video coming up soon, whether it's tomorrow or the day after. There should be an NES playthrough coming through to the channel alongside the Legacy of Goku 2 content, and they may run as a dual pair, 2 uploads a day instead of just 1, so we can get the archive here built up. Assuming, because I'm not here for the fame or anything, I just want to get stuff onto YouTube. So that will be the target goal, is to put as much content onto here as possible. Just so you know, in case in the future, if you look back and wonder why there were so many videos posted up on the channel, it's here for a reason. So, but thank you guys so much for watching. I'm going to get out of here. I appreciate you guys so much. Enjoy your day. Enjoy whatever you got going on. And just take it easy. And I'll see you guys in the next part.